Well, that was a disappointing result as the Mariners fell to a 3-1 defeat at home to Harrogate. I'm just going to give you a quick review of it. The Mariners started fairly strongly. The team that we started out with was Jackson Smith in goal, back four, Harvey Rogers, Maldini Kasuri, Cam Janet, and Reece Staunton. Geza David Torrey, Dara Burns, Kieran Green, Jamie Walker and Jace Cavier, with Andy Cook up top. The first, I would say 15-20 minutes, well 15 minutes definitely, Town were dominant. Jays had a very, very, very early chance, but wasn't to be. It got blocked and took away from by Harrogate's defence. But promising start by Grimsby there, and then sort of dominant without really putting their keeper under major duress, and it ended up, I suppose, going back to bite us really, as Brennan with a, well, to be fair, quite a beautiful shot from Tobias Brennan, went in off the post from just inside the area. No chance for Jackson Smith, absolutely no chance. Caught us on the break though. We kind of messed around with it in the middle, and they got a break and a great shot right into the corner off the post. And you could tell then that the Mariners were sort of shell-shocked, and it didn't take them long to punish us again, as from a similar position on the post that was, finding Jack Evans fired Harrogate further in front, to not again from a break situation. I have to give Harrogate credit that their press today was outstanding. We did respond on 39 minutes when it was one of Harrogate's really main mistakes, only one of a very few mistakes. A ball over by Cam McJanet. Their goalkeeper literally was, Henry Gray was literally in no man's land, and Kieran got his header in, and it just went drifting into the net for 2-1, and you're thinking, this is good. I must say, I wasn't nervous when we went 2-0 behind, I think, because I know the threat that we had, and just after that, Dar Burns had got booked for, Artel said it was diving, I don't know if it was simulation or something. Whether it was true at that end, I really don't know, but we sort of got the ball back up Harrogate's end of the pitch, and it was a bit of a clumsy tackle. I think Artel probably didn't think that one was as such. He said during his post match, but from the angle I had where the main stand, it was a penalty. Andy Cook stepped up. Now you'd expect Andy to really give it some welly, wouldn't you really? But no, he tried to place the ball, and I think he side-footed it, and there wasn't a lot in it. I think the keeper just knew, just with those kind of shots, it's kind of just guess the right way and you'll save it. That's exactly what happened. I don't think Andy... I'm going to say Andy didn't catch that right. And, you know, you could tell from there that the air had just got sort of sucked out the stadium after that. Because I think if we'd gone in to half-time 2-2, I think we might have gone on to win it. But we went in 2-1 down. The Mariners came out and tried that they were dominant with the ball. Again, didn't really make their keeper make too many saves. Walker had a chance that was close, which was well saved. And like I said, Harrogate's pressing throughout the game. I mean, people were saying they weren't allowing us to be effective with the ball. I heard a lot of people saying, well, you know, passing around the back and then back to the goalkeeper. Their pressing was just right. They weren't allowing us to get out, play, pass, move. They weren't allowing us to do that. And like I said, all the credit has to go to Harrogate, really. And we got a sugar punch sort of late on. Again, it was kind of like another break, and Levi Sutton gets the assist for this for former Mariner. Of course, it had to be Bryn Morris, didn't it? With a belter, like I said, Bryn does not score tap-ins, does he? And in well past Jackson Smith for 3-1, and that was enough really for Harrogate to get the win. One thing I was really disappointed, and where we were really crap, was our delivery. Our delivery today was absolutely woeful with the amount of corners that we actually did get. Most of them never got past the first man. You know, I think we like to play the front post flick on. You can kind of tell, but some of the deliveries were, and when you got someone with as good delivery as Reece Staunton, and even other players that have got, you know, they got good delivery on them, you know, they were poor. Never really, from a corner anyway, looked like scoring. You know, if you look at the stats for the game, I don't want to sort of go on and on about stats, because I know Artel was mentioning that in his post-match, well, we were much the better team. But like I said, I think even generally, I think you've got to give Harrogate the credit. They had their plan, they stuck to it, and it just felt like Bromley and Barrow from last Saturday. A result you don't expect the bottom team to get, and then they end up getting it. A couple of stats here, like I said, we had 70% of the ball to Harrogate's 30%. That basically means every shot they had on target went in. That equates to 10% per goal. So every 10% that they had was a goal. And you can look at stats. It says here, another couple here. Touches in the opposition box, 30. 19 shots, 6 on target. That's when stats don't matter. What matters is the fact that Town lost 3-1. We didn't play terrible, but we played crap at the same time. We weren't awful as in, there's loads wrong, we're going to lose mag or things like that. It's just sort of like, it's a wake-up call, I think. Because we went and we beat Barrow 5-0 last time out. We probably thought we were just going to turn up against Harrogate and they were going to play the same as they did against Notts County. They didn't. They have had some good results away this term, Harrogate. And no, to be fair, in some of that series, Jackson Smith didn't have a save to make. No, but he had to put the ball out of the net 3 times. Again, stats can be deceiving. At the end of the day, we weren't good enough on the day. And I think we can look at all that we did wrong. We know what we did wrong. We lost 3-1. The right team won. But we have to dust ourselves off. And we have to go again. We've got a busy month this month. We have to go again. We can't dwell on this. That has brought Harrogate back in to safety talk greatly. But at the same time, looking at us, it's put us 3 points outside the playoffs. And it just shows you cannot take anybody in this division lightly, because if you do and you switch off defensively, we were crap, and that's not been like us really for the majority of this season. But we were crap today. We didn't close down well. We didn't move to the ball well enough. Again, you could just tell they'd been off for 10 days. You could tell. And it's amazing how, if we'd have played this game 3 days after playing Barrow, I think we'd have won it. But, we've had over a week off, and it just shows that you have to respect everybody. I'm not saying the lads disrespected, but it just shows that any team can beat any team if you don't put them away. And that's what we did against Barrow, and we didn't do against Harrogate. And disappointing. Artell obviously trying to put the positive spin on things, that we were much the better side. David did say, though, the result wouldn't say that, and that's the only stat that matters. But like I said, we have to quickly forget this, and we have to move on. We had to Crawley on Easter Monday against a team who have really found a bit of form under Colin Kazan Richards. So I will have a preview of that tomorrow for you as I'm recording this. Do leave me your thoughts down below. How gutted are you with this? I don't think that's playoffs written off. I think any fan thinking that, you don't need to think that. But there's frustration in me. Because I expect better. But I think at the same time, these results happen. We've done them enough when we've been struggling. We've had results where you wouldn't expect us to get a result when we were down at the bottom. So it doesn't massively surprise me. It shouldn't really. So let me know your thoughts down below. How gutted are you? Are you making the trip to Crawley on Easter Monday? Where do you think Town got it wrong? Artel or the club can say that the international break didn't have an effect. It did. You could tell. We were just about a yard slower. We were like roughly about a yard slower. A bit of news that came out during the post matches. Unfortunately, Cam Gardner is now done for the season. We will not see Cam between now and the end of the season. And George McEachran, I think his ankle injury was a little bit more serious than maybe they thought. Artel said there is a chance of him being back for the end of the season. But we'll see by that. Said that about Chaz, but right now Chaz wasn't involved. And I'm not going to blame Jays because I think Jays did okay. But that was the kind of game I think where we didn't push them back enough. And that is where you do miss Chaz when he's not on the pitch. You miss the guy that can cut inside and make an event's word get the shots off. But it is what it is, guys. Let me know what you thought down below. How gutted are you, and where do you think that leaves Grimsby in the last 7 games of our season? But it's not the panic button just yet, So let me know your thoughts down below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on Sunday with a preview for Crawley. And hopefully we can bounce back fairly quick after this disappointment. But until then, guys, up the Mariners. Keep the faith. You've got to. It's not the end of the world. And let's see how we respond and bounce back from this defeat. Until Sunday, guys, for the Crawley preview. I will see you then. Up the Mariners. I'll see you soon for now. Ta-da for now. Bye-bye.